We on? Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Afternoon Market Action. My name is Glenn.
My name is Ryan.
And it's also Western Wednesday. As you can see, I got a new hat for Christmas. My son gave me a new cowboy hat for Christmas. If you can hear us, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let us know that we are coming across loud and clear. And riding sad saddle today, he is kind of sad, is Joey. Joey's sitting here in the office with us as well. You can all say hello to Joey. Brenda, thank you very much. Brenda said, made some wrong moves, but still up 49% with your help with VectorVest. Man, oh man. That's why I tell all you guys in here, guys and gals, please share this content with people you know. We try very, very, very hard to give you all of the things that we can to help you to make money in the market. And that's what we do. So, first off, as you are typing in to let us know that you hear us, we're doing one last push for the 2-day investment seminar. All right. If you can be here live, go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. You can still attend live. We got pushing like 150 people or so going to be there live. So there's a lot of people want to meet us. So make sure you could do that. If you can't, for whatever reasons, and you still want to partake, go to www.vectorvest.com/live to sign up for. Oh, sorry, /stream for the 2-day event streaming on your computer. Amir says, I'm trying to come to see you from California. I am trying. I can't wait. There you go. And Amir, I can't wait to see you too, maybe? Yeah, hold on. And there you go. Can I see you live stream? It's live stream, not love stream. I don't know what the love stream is, but it's live. Yes, you can.
Hey, Glenn will be on the love stream too.
Wow. I'll be on the love stream. The love stream. Soon we'll be making
Glenn, can I say
another
one thing?
run.
I really like your hat, by the way.
Thank you.
Your son did a great job picking that out.
He did pick that out for me. And then my sister-in-law got me another belt buckle. So now I've got 3 belt buckles. I've got no belt for my buckles, though. I've got no belts for my buckles, so I've got to get a belt for my buckles. All right, so how can I pull it up?
How many did you win?
How many did I win? I won.
What buckles did you win?
I didn't win any of them.
You bought them all? Oh, wow.
You're not supposed to buy them, right? You knew that.
You and Ryan can shut the flying flip
buckles.
up.
Wow.
Both of y'all can shut up.
Wow.
Well, you know what, Joey? He did hop on a cow, so I guess he does get one belt buckle.
Well, I'm going to get a belt buckle. Now it's your turn, Ryan. All right.
I do have a belt buckle. I just got to get to the rodeo.
There you go.
Maybe that'll be something I'll do in 2024.
Well, once you go to the rodeo, you become a real cowboy. So that's what happened with me.
I used to go to the rodeo a lot when I was younger.
That was my first rodeo. That was amazing. All right. So everybody knows it's the last trading week of the year. All right. Does a dairy cow count? No, Mark. It does not. That's not going to the rodeo. Dairy cow doesn't count. All right. Last trading week of the year. A lot of things going on. Look at the market, as you can see on your screen. The market's just been going up. A new 3-month high today. Looks like right now, just as we came on, we're starting to give back some of the gains. We're trading off the session highs. But the market's just going up, and the MTI is sitting at 1.68. The market is definitely overextended. We've been letting you know, be careful. No matter what stock picks you may get from us during the live stream, be very, very careful. Do you have a lasso? No. I got a thing against ropes. That's all I can say about that. I got a thing against ropes. That's all I can say about that.
So you weren't a fan of Wonder Woman, were you?
No, I ain't got no lasso. I ain't got no ropes. That's not my deal. 75% of my profits have been taken. Dave, that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Don't folks, don't let this all get away from you. The market's going up. It looks great, but what goes up must come down at some point in time.
I'm still holding all my positions. I'm just kind of waiting on that primary wave to go down.
Well, we need some kind of catalyst. I think the market's waiting for some kind of catalyst for the market to say, all right, it's time for the market to go down, which is a healthy thing. We are in the midst of the Santa rally, though, which started on Friday, December 22nd, and we'll go from there and see what happens going into next week is when the Santa rally is over. While we're in Tampa, as a matter of fact. There you go. Joey's going to be there. In case you want to meet Joey, Joey's going to say hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
There you go. Joey's going to be there. Presentations have been great. Thank you, Joey. Great. What did Joey have to do with it? What did Joey have to do with it?
Joey gets all the credit.
And what does he do? What is? Don't. No.
Hey, look what Mike said. Mike said he does everything.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Oh my God.
Oh, I like how Joey's pinning all of.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. And Mark is right. It's Joey's fault. It's always
My
Joey.
fault. The presentations have been great.
It's Joey's fault. All right. Joey is king. Whatever. All right. Is that a gravestone Joji forming on the MTI? Not on the MTI, on the market timing graph. Wow, Bill. If you look up top, this is a gravestone doji happening right now with today's activity. All right. So that could be a sign of a reversal. Could be a sign of a reversal. But just like Ryan said, the first thing we're going to look for is for the primary wave to go down. It's Joey's fault. The presentation set attendance records all year. Whatever. Whatever. Mark, I'm gonna mute you. I don't know how, but I'm gonna mute you. Glenn,
I think
if this
Joey
job
does that.
not work out, you can be a comedian. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a comedian. All right. So this is what we see going on today. We still got a couple of more days to the trading year before we get into next year. All right, Joey is not the brains of the outfit. Notice that Glenn does not even talk when Joey is drinking water. y'all a trip.
Right.
Y'all is a trip. Y'all are a trip. All right. So from here, let's go into this is Mark.
It was just team up on Glenn Day, huh?
Yeah, it's just Mark. It's just Mark. But Mark's gonna see me in Tampa. All right, it's Joey's fault. VectorVest has over 50,000 subscribers. Really, it got nothing to do with Joey. It's got nothing. He's pinning all these things, Ryan. All right, let's get into the news for today. And we're going to start off with Ryan's story first. Joey has the power. Glenn's always needing. Wow, Joe Mama. I love that name, Joe Mama. All right, the first story is Ryan's story. Shoppers kept spending this holiday season, which was going to be interesting going into the holiday season, how much money people still had to spend. And it looks like they still put more and more on their credit cards because a lot of people have a lot less disposable income. So, Ryan, can you give him control so he can move around?
Yeah, I guess I should probably share with him too.
You're not sharing it with him the whole time?
The whole time.
Sigh.
Oh, it's fine. Well, there were some concerns about the strength of consumer going into this holiday season. With inflationary pressures, economic pressures. The Black Friday numbers came out really, really strong. I had a feeling that would probably continue going into the... Did you just lose my picture? All right, now I'm back. Going into the Christmas season, this article here actually shows the data from November 1st through December 24th. Now, according to MasterCard spending
you have
polls,
control in case you want to move in it. You have control.
Oh, okay. So it did rise 3.1% this holiday season. Now, I'm kind of shocked a little surprised that the consumer was so strong. But again, I mean, the Fed's been trying to slow down the consumer for the last 12 months now, if a little bit longer, and it just hasn't quite been able to tame them. So, I think this is pretty positive for retail, but, with MTI, if you've been into these retail stocks, I'm just riding this momentum to the upside. I'm using a 3 and 8 day moving average right now, just to make sure to capture some profits in the short term. But overall, with, rumors of interest rate cuts already coming into the picture next year, this could carry, retail going into 2024. So I'm pretty optimistic about it. And that being said, I actually chose a retail ETF for this, and we'll get into that when we get into the VectorVest 7 software.
Interesting. Let me get your opinion. I did a video last night that I didn't think that the cuts were feasible. What is your feeling on the announced 3 rate cuts going into 2024? What do you think about it?
Well, the first thing we need to talk about, I guess, would be the size of these cuts, right?
I'm thinking 25 basis points for all 3.
Yeah, I would be shocked to see a 50-point basis, or 50 basis point move. But again, like the Federal Reserve, they are data dependent. If something causes inflation to tick up, next month or March, who knows what the future has in store. We could probably, see all those interest rate cuts just go away. But as long as inflation, stays tamed, I think 3 cuts is probably acceptable. And again, Glenn, we are going into an election year.
Right.
I'm not going to speak politics, but I think, that might affect some of the decisions being made by both the Federal Reserve and Congress on how to combat inflation.
I hate you, Mark. Mark says, I'm putting balances on my credit card so I can participate in debt forgiveness. Wow. Wow. All right. We're not going any further than that, Mark. All right. I will do everything possible to not help Joe. Gosh.
Oh, and James, I use exponential 3 and 8, or that's more of a quick swing trading strategy, or I do like to use the 20-day exponential moving average with just price action for a little bit longer term, keeping the position a little bit longer. But either one of those two is a great way to start off.
All right. So that's the first story. Interesting in that with the consumer spending, it was said that the economy could actually absorb another rate increase. But
I believe
he chose not to do it nonetheless. All right, next story. I'm on the EV kick today. So a lot of my stories are EV related. Tesla expected margins to shrink again in 2024. As much as I like Tesla, I think that as long as Elon Musk continues this pricing war with China, it's going to affect the bottom line. Now, my only question is, how long are investors willing to deal with this? He's already said it's not about the margins. He just wants to sell cars. Tesla's profitability has declined over the past year, with gross margin, EBIT margin, net margin, and free cash flow all decreasing. That's going to wear on investors at some point in time. Now, just like everybody knows that I'm an Apple geek, there's a lot of Tesla geeks out there. And I still think that Elon Musk is a visionary. He's great, all of those different things. But this is a business. And at some point in time, if you're not making money, people are going to get out of your business. James is right, out of focus. I think that he needs to understand that he's got investors buying his stock. And at some point in time, if you're not returning, if I'm losing money, I'm going to leave. And I don't know if the reality of that is set in at this particular point in time. So Tesla's on my list. I like them. They're a good company long term. I just think short term, this ain't the right time to be in Tesla. All right, next one is, and I'm on the EV kick today, and Ryan's on the crypto kick today. Next story is Ryan's.
Oh, let me get back here.
Oh my gosh, are you talking to yourself?
No, I'm trying to find your window here. All right. So the big news, especially over the last several months, is Bitcoin, right? So Coinbase secures crypto's license in France, pushing deeper in Europe amid rift with the SEC. Now, Coinbase is riding off this tailwind momentum from the Bitcoin ETF, which should get approval of that spot ETF. They're hoping by next month. Now, in addition to this, Emmanuel Macron is seeking to make the country a hub for technologies like AI and crypto alike, which is right here. So I think a lot of countries are really starting to adopt crypto. Glenn, I don't know, do you remember El Salvador switched their currency to the Bitcoin?
Yeah,
do you remember that a couple years ago?
A while ago, yeah.
Well, that's actually going to be, that's paying off quite a few in dividends already.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I know they're probably worried about that. When Bitcoin hit a low of around what 16,000 about 6 months ago. But now, now with it back on track and going forward, so as Bitcoin gets more popular, the trading platforms needed to buy and sell Bitcoin are also going to have to gain adoption, right? Because if you can't buy and sell it, at least for buy and sell it easily, well, it's not very adoptable, right? So let's go to the next story that have tailgating off this one, which is right here, Robinhood. Also another pick that I've done a video on, I think about 2 months ago, that could ride this momentum here. Now, Robinhood on Thursday launched its crypto service in the European Union, allowing users to buy and sell a range of over 25 digital currencies. Now, Robinhood was at the forefront when it comes to crypto trading. They're actually one of the first stock platforms where you could buy and sell crypto. It's actually where I bought my first crypto. So several several major U.S. crypto firms are turning to the European Union for growth after facing a tough time from regulators stateside. So you can see here, these, I want to say cryptos, but platforms that you can trade cryptos on. They're trying to expand more on a worldwide basis, which, I think from a bottom dollar perspective, it should gain them more revenue and more earnings. And personally, I think this is a great time to do it, because if the SEC is going to approve a spot coin ETF and it's gaining popularity amongst not only retail traders, but institutions, the next step is to, go on a worldwide platform. And you can see Robinhood and Coinbase are trying to do that by entering the European market. And while we're on this crypto,
Amir says, should he buy Bitcoin? Yeah, Amir, it's trading at $42,000 a share. No, I'm not telling you to buy crypto, Amir. But there's going to be
the spot
ETF is going to be a good way for everybody to get into Bitcoin if they need to.
Correct. I would say the ETF, or you get into things like Riot, Mara.
But those are all miners.
A lot less priced. They don't have a direct correlation with the Bitcoin itself. Me personally, I do own some crypto. I don't own Bitcoin because it's way too expensive for me.
I got about 10 shares.
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I personally like Ethereum a lot. If you're not familiar with these cryptocurrencies, just make sure you have stops in place or you're comfortable with volatility because these are very, very, very volatile in nature. So just make sure you have a plan in place if this is a route that you're even going to go.
Okay. So I think that the spot ETF gives people an opportunity to partake in crypto as a whole, but on a much smaller price level. And that's why this whole crypto thing is starting to rock and roll. And you're right. Bill says Mara, CleanSpark are rocking today with cryptos. And keep in mind, CleanSpark is the energy for mining crypto, whereas Mara and Riot are the actual miners. Glenn, don't you think the ETF will also be volatility at the same prices? Yes. Asif.
It's going to be volatile too.
Absolutely it is. But instead of people spending, try to get $42,000 of one crypto, of one Bitcoin, this gives people a lot more ability to trade Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's going to take off. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It just came out of a crypto winter. I think that crypto is going to have a big upside in the introduction of the spot ETF on Bitcoin is going to be huge.
So while we're on the crypto
go ahead.
bandwagon right now, here's my last story when it comes to crypto. CNBC, stars are aligned for Bitcoin in 2024. A supply cut and potential ETF demand could lead to record highs. So come January, we're expecting the Bitcoin spot ETF, right? Come spring, hopefully around March or April, they're expecting the Bitcoin halving. And what I mean by that is there's actually only a certain number of Bitcoins out available. We're going to hit the halfway point. So as soon as we hit the halfway point, now the supply is going to be strained and the miners actually have to do a lot more work to get these Bitcoins. Because I'm not sure if you know how to, Bitcoins exist, but essentially a miner, all they're doing is processing all of these transactions, to track these currencies or track Bitcoin. And then once they, do a whole round loop of these transactions, then they get their Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin becomes more popular and there's more coins out there, it's going to be harder and harder to mine more and more Bitcoins. So that's why NVIDIA is actually, AMD, they're probably also good stocks to play off this momentum, because their GPUs are the ones, are the tools needed to actually mine Bitcoin. So I see in the first half of the year, potentially this could be, buy the news, sell the rumor.
Right.
Kind of situation. After the Bitcoin ETF comes out, after the halving, then what happens, right? Does Bitcoin lose its, appeal to investors, or lose that upside momentum? But right now, I wouldn't be surprised, at least in the first, 2 months of next year, I'm bullish on crypto.
I'm with you, and I hate crypto,
and
I hate it, but I'm with you. I can't fight the tape. Can't fight the tape. John says he's all in. Asa said $50 on Bonk coin made 2,000 plus. So that was a speculative play that paid off. There you go.
And I don't really sell my cryptos. I used to buy and trade them, but when I bought Dogecoin about 4 years ago for like 0.00000 something, and turned $500 into $1,000, I thought I was a genius. Well,
you're not very smart.
No, that $500 would have been like 40, 50 grand, at its height.
All right.
So
hate is like taking poison and waiting for the other person to die. What is that? I think once the college kids go back to college after vacation, crypto will go down. I don't know if college kids have anything to do with crypto.
They don't have anything to do with crypto.
I don't think so. I don't.
They don't have the buying power to do it. And most college kids, you know what they're trading? They're trading little meme coins.
They're trading, not only that, they're trading GME.
GME.
That's what they're trading. The college kids
but when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum, I mean, think about it. You got El Salvador, a country, who just adopted it as its national currency.
Well, North Carolina is bigger than El Salvador. So just, I don't know if that's facts or not, but all right. Go ahead.
I'm not going to comment.
All right. So with that being said, those are Ryan's story. He's on the ETF, on the crypto side. I'm going to get my other stories out for EV. NEO closes a $2.2 billion strategic equity investment from CYVN. Said that it's closed. Going forward, NEO and CYVN, together with their respective affiliates, will continue to work closely and jointly to pursue strategic and technology collaborations in international markets. So NEO getting some money going forward. We already know about the Abu Dhabi trade. Abu Dhabi putting money behind it.
They're aiming for what, a 1,000-mile battery, right? Isn't that the whole point?
You mean 1,000 mile at one time?
Yeah, range.
So the only one that's out there, I think, is Lucid. Lucid's got like 650 miles.
Okay.
I think that's the highest one out there. NEO can get close to 1,000 miles. That would be huge for them.
I just remember seeing that article when it first came out, that Abu Dhabi, that was kind of one of the goals, this 1,000-mile battery thing.
That would be huge.
Oh yeah, that would be a game changer.
That would be
Tesla's
huge.
What, at like 200-300 miles?
Well, a typical EV is about somewhere between 250-300. Bobby says, Ryan, will crypto help Intel?
Intel is too far behind when it comes to chip supremacy. I mean, the best GPUs out there, well, NVIDIA, obviously, right. AMD, close behind. But if Bitcoin mining gets very popular and it puts a lot of pressure on those types of chips or processors, that could elevate the price of them. And then now people might go to Intel, if there's shortages, if AMD and NVIDIA can't keep up with the supply. I could see Intel, profiting that way. But, I know a couple miners and they all want NVIDIA. They all want NVIDIA.
But then that also helps my machine learning stuff, like Palantir. I'm big on Palantir. In order for these companies to have the processors, the processing speed to do all, they need the machines, the smart machines, and Palantir is all about that as well. El Salvador is a little smaller than New Hampshire in regards to size. New Hampshire has a golden and El Salvador doesn't. So El Salvador is not that big. I didn't think that they were that big. But he said
Abu Dhabi and Dubai are two different cities, by the way.
No, that's not what. Yeah. So now Mark's going to put the punchline in here. See what you did? Now you open up the door. You open up the door for Mark to put the punchline in. I was going to ignore him, but I was. And I'm waiting for.
I mean,
he's going to put it in. He's waiting too
Abu
long.
Dhabi and Dubai is like the same thing, isn't it? It's in the UAE.
No, Abu Dhabi do. People from Dubai don't like the Flintstones. See, I knew you wasn't going to get it until he put the punchline in there. You know, like Abu Dhabi, like Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yabba Dabba Doo.
Okay, there he goes. There
we go. People from Dubai don't like the
There
Flintstones.
You go. All right. Oh. All right, Don't hit the laughy button. Whoever hit I saw the laughy emoji go up. Don't hit that laughy emoji.
We're encouraging Mark today.
No, don't hit the laughy emoji. All right, my other story on EV Lee. Let's go down. There we go. What to watch? The world is years into a new area of trade. That's not what I wanted. Sorry. Tesla, Ford, General Motors, Stellantis, NIO, XPeng, Lee, Automotor. There we go. These kinds of leanings have also caused strains with traditional American allies like disenchantment surrounding subsidies for EVs manufactured in the U.S. or domestic content requirements central to the energy transition. So I'm of the mindset, I like the EVs. I've always liked the EVs from the perspective of what they were designed to do, to save on gas, the whole 9 yards. So I saw them as an opportunity to make money in the stock market. The problem is when a government tries to push any technology that's not a good thing, the market should dictate what happens with any technology by supply and demand. And I think the smarter way to have gone would have been to try to go down the hybrid lane and then get more people involved in the electric side of it. So Sporty says, can AI impact Bitcoin mining? Absolutely. These machines that are used, as Ryan said, to go through all of the transactions, they need to be stronger and stronger and stronger. AI could be huge in helping the algorithms for them to go and do what they do. So AI...
That's my thinking. That AI would probably help the mining aspect.
Right.
Now, the exact logistics of it, I'm no expert. But I don't see it, hindering it. And then at one point, does an AI computer, AI mining equipment outdo a regular mining equipment,
Well, I think they would go hand in hand. The AI would enhance the regular mining. And that's the way I would look at it. So you would still need the both, but one would enhance the other to get a product out, to get more coins out in a timely fashion, especially if the demand picks up. Like you said, they're gonna need to work harder. They're gonna need to work harder. AI is gonna help them to work smarter rather than higher. All right. Will AI crack the blockchain to make Bitcoin useless? No, I doubt it. I think the whole blockchain is supposed to make it safe so people can't break it. All right. So I think the addition, part of the ecosystem for crypto, having the blockchain is an added layer of security to go along with the mining and the whole ecosystem of Bitcoin. So no, I don't think it's going to break it. So I got a couple of stocks in here. Tesla is in here. NIO is in here. Lee is in here. I didn't put in XBEV. I still think that Tesla's the big boy. No matter what Elon Musk does, Tesla has set the precedent for EVs. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They have set the precedent for EVs. Everybody's still trying to catch them. All right. Couple of other stories we have. Oh, and another Tesla story. Oh, there's my Tesla story. Tesla reportedly making changes to its most popular model. Stock is top S&P 500. That's today. That's the second car. Is that
the new model? Because that looks really nice, actually.
Yeah, it does look nice. They trying to. It's the Model Y. Work on the updated Model Y apparently is being prepared with mass production set to begin in the middle of 2024. So
that front end almost looks kind of Porsche.
It does.
A little bit.
The car looks kind of Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
The car looks Porsche. Mara is up 15% today. Again, the miners, crypto is on a run. There's, everything in the whole crypto space is on a run right now. And a lot of it stems from what Ryan and I have been both talking about. The spot ETF for Bitcoin is running a lot of this crypto move right now. All right. A Ryan story. Ryan talked about this. Ryan did a short and I did a video on the Panama Canal and all that kind of stuff. But because of the war that's going on in the Red Sea, a lot of boats were not going that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Ryan, talk about this story.
Yeah. So you see from the title here, shipping giants resume Suez Canal operations following the Houthi attacks. Now, as we all know, the United States did do some air campaigns in the Middle East and Iran. I don't know all the details of these air campaigns.
The details are they got their asses kicked. Okay, that's the details. That's the details.
Glenn, I've only been on this channel for like 4 months. I'm not as comfortable as you.
No, listen. That's what happened. Okay, now you can keep on with your story.
But, since those air attacks and since, the bombs were dropped on, a lot of their backing in Iran and throughout the Middle East, Maersk actually announced that they are going to continue through the Red Canal and open up that. The Red Sea itself, the only reason why it's, pivotal when it comes to trade routes is because it leads you up to the Suez Canal, which is a direct path from the Mediterranean Sea to the Indian Ocean, saving a long trip around the Horn of Africa. So a lot of ships, were reverted last week, or probably the last couple weeks, since the escalations between Hamas and Israel. But now, since, U.S. is in the region with a military presence, the ships do feel safe again. So actually, I got I'm not playing it in particular stock. I'm just going to do a shipping. It's a dry bulk shipping ETF. And we'll get in a little bit more detail when we jump into the VectorVest 7 software. But again, with tensions in the Middle East, this could go either way into 2024. Hopefully, I'd rather have a less exciting year on that front. But you never know. So just keep your eye on the news.
Interesting that Mark talks about CTRM. That's a stock that I've been high on. Well, I don't get high, but I was big on. I was big on for the longest time. I'd like to take a look at it right now, Mark. We're going to take a look at it. One last story. A drug stock, Cytokinetics, has record gain as heart drugs succeed in trial. Stock is up big today. Look at that, 78%. And I want to take a look at the stock to see if it still has some more upside. But it is experimental drug. Help patients with a genetic heart ailment in closely watched trials. So it's still experimental, but I want to see if this is a stock that I want you guys to keep your eyes on. Somebody said, Bill says, well said, Ryan. I said it the Marine Corps way. What happened? I said it the Marine Corps way. I said it. And I'm going to own it. I said it. Ryan, on the other hand, was a lot more diplomatic in saying it, but what did David say? Iran has now stepped up their uranium production, and the last thing the world needs is for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. Without getting into politics,
just because
Israel's not going to let it happen
doesn't mean you can enrich it.
But as long as if Israel feels that they're getting any closer to that, that's bad for Iran because they will go bye-bye.
Because think about it, Kazakhstan is the world's largest uranium producer, and they don't even have nuclear capabilities, even though they are a former Soviet Union state. And, that goes right to Russia. Let's be honest. But yeah, just because Iran, produces uranium doesn't mean it can be enriched.
Something says
can that uranium get in the hands of Iran, its next door neighbor? It's a likely scenario.
They're 5 years or so away from being able to do what they got to do. Yeah. Why oil is not going up with all the stupidity around Iran?
The United States is making more than ever?
Yeah, well, which is true. We are right now, Akshay, we are the biggest producer of oil in the world, but the 5th largest exporter of oil in the world.
And if we didn't step up our production game, I'd imagine oil would be at a much higher rate right now.
Well, the thing is, where's all this extra oil coming from? Fracking. So what I've found out is slowly behind the scenes, without the other side, without putting it out publicly, we're fracking a lot more than we were 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And from that, we are producing a lot more oil. All right. And I've said it on more than one occasion. I can only say it from my perspective. Oil is manipulated. There's no getting around it. I can't back it up in VectorVest. There's nothing in VectorVest that I can say, it's manipulated. And it's being super manipulated going into an election year.
Well,
go ahead.
I agree that there's, there's probably some level of manipulation, just like most commodities across the world. But look at it this way, between the U.S. and Venezuela, look at what Europe is trying to invest so much money in Venezuela and get that oil right now.
And it's dirty oil. It's dirty
oil.
So
they're easing a lot of these, economic, what's the word I'm looking for?
Are you trying to be diplomatic again?
No, it's the actual word. Economic, I forgot what it's called. But anyways, their oil is making their way to the world market, which is helping keep the the price of oil down.
Well, the same thing, Russia, we jacked them up and they said, okay, fine, we're going to sell all our oil to everybody else at dirt cheap prices to undercut you. And everybody said, we're going to buy that oil, that dirty oil too. But if you're going to sell it at a big discount, so they're taking a hit, but it's getting sold.
Yeah.
The word is economicosity.
Or economic sanction. That's what I was thinking.
No, John says it's economicosity. Don't get the word wrong.
Which, guess what? Economic sanctions is one reason why governments like crypto coins.
And they like BRICS. And that's why they're trying to join the BRICS countries. That's because of sanctions. Because
if you don't live in the United States, if you're any country around the world and you have to trade in U.S. dollars, you probably don't think that's a very fair system,
Screw them. Then don't spend. Don't spend out. Don't use and where you going to trade your little rubles and your little schmeckles and your little pedagles, all that. Where you going to spend it? Because ain't anybody going to take it. Man, I don't want to be political, but all this politicalosity, I'm gonna get triggered. I am so gonna get triggered. Uranium is still big, Neil. Even outside of Iran, trying to get their enrichment and all that stuff up, people are migrating over to clean energy by way of nuclear generators, power plants, whatever you want to say, however you want to make them. That's why uranium is up. Uranium is up because it's not only Iran, but all countries are trying to push towards the cleaner energy, and I think that's probably the cleanest energy. The only downside is the waste. But that's what it is. Glenn's New Year resolution, talk about politics all the time. No, I'd probably bust a coronary. It'd be back. U.S. rig count at current level 498, down from 501 last week, down from 620 a year ago. Rick, the count is down, but the oil is there, and a lot of it is not from the rigs. A lot of it is from the fracking that we do on land. The shale and stuff. A lot of fracking. So I think the rig count can go down. I think the rig count can go down. The oil production go up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's all the stories.
That's everything we got.
2024 is going to be a very interesting political year. I just put out a video last night on that 20 days. We're going to have a crazy 2024. If you haven't, hey, have y'all watched the video last night? The 2024 is going to be a crazy. Type a 1 in the room if you watched last night's video. No stocks. Last night had no stocks. It really was all about what to expect for going into 2024, especially with the rate decreases. I want everybody who watched it, if you didn't watch it, type a 2. If you did not watch it.
I'm surprised you didn't mention that for your EVs. That might be one of the biggest catalysts to push EV sales up is a drop in interest rates.
You know something? I got a list coming out probably next week on my top 10 picks for the year. I think I'm going to have an EV in there. All those people who typed the 2, y'all need to leave right now and go watch the doggone video.
I'm glad I didn't type my 2.
Everybody who's typing a 2, leave the live stream right now and go watch the video. Joey, put the link to last night's video in the chat. Joey's going to, yeah, Linda said, can Joey post it? I don't know. He was over there sleeping. Joey was sleeping. Y'all didn't hear him snoring? I don't
appreciate you waking me up.
Exactly. He says he doesn't appreciate me waking him up. All right. I need to come up with a list of stocks to short thanks to All right, there's the link to last night's video. It really is no stocks.
Hey, Glenn, who's Brandon?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all just really want to see me get triggered. Y'all really do.
Thanks, John.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Hey, look at Mike. Mike, I told you, I've been putting those uranium videos out like August, September. I think I did like 2 or 3 of them. If you didn't watch, if you're interested in this uranium conversation, watch those videos.
I agree.
I did a lot of homework on them. We are we are entering a nuclear renaissance of micro reactors. Smaller, more efficient reactors, less radiation, less waste. Because let's be honest, if everything's going to electricity and we're trying to get off fossil fuels, there's only really one plausible way to do that in the near term, and that is going to have to include uranium and nuclear energy.
No, it's got to be wind and solar, Ryan. Wind and solar.
Joey, can you just go ahead and disconnect his feed?
Wind and solar, Ryan. That's the way to go. Actually, says,
well, wind and solar is not bad, but because I like green energy, but I'm also a realist.
I do too.
I'm a realist. The biggest game changer, maybe towards the end of my lifetime, will be the rise of fusion energy.
Ooh.
I don't know if you saw the short I did on that. It got like 2,500 views 2 weeks ago, but essentially Japan just started the largest fusion reactor in the world right now. They're actually partnership with the United States government and some of our institutions here. So that could be a game changer that none of us are even really thinking, because we've all, that fusion can has been kicked down the road for decades without much development, but it seems like we might be getting close.
Bernice. No, it wasn't Bernice. It was, I haven't looked into geothermal. Wind and solar is not practical, says Michael. You did notice that when I said that, there was a whole lot of sarcasm in my voice. There was a whole lot of sarcasm when I said wind and solar. All right. Pixie dust stocks to rise. Yeah, I hear you. All right. So here's all the stocks. Let's go to our lists.
Wind and solar is great for countries who don't have any, natural energy resources, But the United States, we've got all kinds of resources.
Hydrogen, I do like, but still, every time I say the word hydrogen, the next word out of my mouth is bomb. So hydrogen has come a long way. I just don't know if it's economical yet. It's still expensive, especially if you look at it from the EV perspective. It's still expensive as compared to the lithium batteries and stuff like that. So solar works for hot water heaters, but that's about it. I'm not, I don't know. All right, let's go look at our lists today. We got to do this quick because it's 2:44. Ryan, you talk too much. Dang it. That's all you do. Oh, you weren't here last week, were you?
Nope.
All right, let's do your pick.
So that saves us a little time.
Yeah, it does. Good Lord, because you talk so much.
All right, we're going to do this real quick so we could, play hot or not with your stocks.
All right.
So I've got 4 stocks here. BDRY, that's my bulk dry ETF. It's up 5% today. Like I was telling Glenn this, I don't know how this is going to work. But, it's working today. You can see here, RVRS, they're going to be 1 just because it's an ETF. But look at that RT relative timing today. It's at 2. So this trouble in the Middle East and the Suez Canal seems to be driving the stock higher. So I'm putting a tight stop on it and ride the momentum, Here we got Robinhood and Coinbase. If you look here, Coinbase clearly fundamentally not sound at all. But look at that uptrend. It's at 2.0. It's a lot of momentum here. Even Robinhood, it fundamentally mixed, but the fundamentals are better than Coinbase. And in addition, Robinhood doesn't solely depend on cryptos like Coinbase did. They're a little bit more diverse. So I feel a bit more comfortable, being in Robinhood rather than Coinbase. But, maybe splitting the position, 60-40, something like that. Not a bad idea. And then next we got the S&P retail, the Spider Fund here, XRT, also up today, just about 1/3%. And look at its trend at 1.45. Look at these stocks here. 3 out of the 4 have buy rating. The growth rates here, only 2 of them. Robinhood is at 26%, while Coinbase is at -6. So let's be honest here. Coinbase, it's simply just riding off that Bitcoin momentum, while Robinhood is doing the same, but its fundamentals and its growth rate a little bit more sound.
So looking at Coin is news driven. $184 with a value of 21. This is all,
that stock was like $30 earlier this year.
This is all news driven. So
look at the value on it, $21.
Yeah, for everyone who's making money on all of that stuff, don't lose it. Take those profits. You're telling me that you're up on Riot and Mara and Clean Spark and all that stuff. Just be careful. That's all I got to say. Coin is a meme.
Coin is not a meme.
I don't think GME is a meme. AMC is a meme. BlackBerry
Coinbase
is a meme.
hasn't even had nearly the volatility and it's not shorted.
Right. That's the big thing. It's not shorted. It's moving because of some anticipation. GME,
now, is it a
AMC, BlackBerry, all of those are meme stocks. That's just everybody fighting the man. This is not that. This is nothing like that. Is it heavily
retail traded? Yes. But purely meme stock, I wouldn't quite put it in that category.
I wouldn't either.
Until it jumps up to, who knows, just because, short covering, then we might go into the meme territory.
But not now. Glenn, do you think the Middle East is going to get worse or we have reached the bottom? It's going to get worse. I don't think anybody can say that it's not going to. I don't think that they can say that it's not going to.
I would have to agree with that. The trouble's not over.
It's far from over. It is far from over. Mark say, I've been singing, come on, Irene. That's all the words that I know to the song. If I keep on going wrong, come on. Hey now, come on. And then you sing some more. The song does deep da-da.
All right, Glenn, let's get to your stock.
All righty then. Let's just go to my stocks.
As much as I like hearing you sing.
Let's just go to my stocks. All right. Big move on the drug stock, 75%. Fundamentally not sound, news driven. Negative earnings growth, negative sales growth, all news. All I really wanted to see is it worth it to get into it? The move happened 1 month. Big an answer to that is no. 6-month high, 1 year high, 5-year high. Look at that. It has had some run. Evidently, they've had some other drugs in the pipeline that has pushed it higher. But yeah, this is more news driven. I don't like it.
They sold like a patent.
Say again?
Didn't they sell a patent? Isn't that why they jumped?
No, they got some heart drugs, experimental heart drug.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Tesla, it's just going down. It's going down.
It's up today.
It's up today, 1%. But way overvalued. I need Elon to get back into the game. Lee, also EV space. It's got some growth, though. It's got some growth. It's got an RV above 1, and it's got 42% earnings growth. And they're selling. I would, even though the stock is way overvalued, I'd keep my eyes on it. NEO, on the other hand, got no upside, no safety, moving. Sales growth, they're selling cars, but the earnings growth is not there. All right. Let's go to customers' picks last week. Let's go see what y'all did. I know the CYTK news is huge.
You guys did a lot of stocks last week.
Yeah, because you weren't here, so I got to get to their stocks pretty quick. It is huge. The news is huge. I just don't know if it's got the wherewithal to keep going from here. Nothing else though. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. I'm not telling anybody to go buy it, but keep your eyes on it. It is news driven. Let's see what you guys did last week.
Oh, Bobby in Utah. I'm doing a great video this evening.
There you go.
Actually on the history of semiconductors. I'm going to talk about ASML, Taiwan Semiconductor, NVIDIA, AMD, and the stock you just mentioned, Intel. So if you want some good insight on semiconductors, definitely check out that 6 p.m. video tonight, Bobby.
Look at their picks last week.
I should have listened to them.
Almost
should have been sick.
But look at crypto, gold, uranium, I don't know, oil, uranium, chips, Walmart, don't know. XROF actually makes some money. Stupid XROF. Even XROF made some money.
I'm looking to buy XROF actually here soon.
I will come over to your office and kick you in the face for doing that. BPT, Decker, only out of the 22 stocks, only 4 losers. You guys did a good job last week. You guys did a good job last week. All right.
Did I just hear the doorbell?
Oh, that's the back door. Yeah.
I was like, did I just hear a
Joey's
doorbell?
got to go run to the back door. Oh, they're coming to drop off some more stuff for Tampa. All right, let's go do customers' picks this week. Let's do hot or not. Give me about 10 to 15 stocks.
All right, go ahead and type them in. See what stocks they got here.
Mark picked up another 10,000 shares of XROL yesterday. Oh, man.
All right, we got FBOT. HBAN. ST. Oh.
Go ahead.
STRL.
Uh-huh.
RIG.
Yep.
ORC.
Yep.
Intel.
Yep.
Roblox.
What is that? RBLX? Okay, keep going.
RBLX.
Yep.
CCCC.
Uranium? No.
ALT.
CCCC.
C4 Therapeutics.
It's the fourth one. Another, okay.
NOW.
ServiceNow.
MULN.
Mullen.
Mullen.
MULN.
MPC.
Okay.
SE.
C Electric. Who said C Electric?
INDA.
Okay.
JCI.
Johnson Controls? I used to work for them.
CELH.
Celsius?
I like Celsius a lot, actually.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I can't drink it.
SoFi.
Let's see how many stocks that is. That's 16. Give me 4 more.
All right. We've got BRCC.
1.
DEC.
2.
LLY.
Eli Lilly. 3.
And Oracle.
I think I saw it in the list.
I think so.
I'll get ready to find out.
That should be 20.
20. Nope, there's 20. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hot or not, 3-month graph. Y'all got to be quick, though. Whoa!
I'm swiping right.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's very hot.
Look at that. That scares me, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days in a row. That's 3 trading days, 3 trading weeks going up every single day. Mm-hmm. Woo! That's got to come down though. But that's hot.
I'd put a tight stop on it.
I'd put
when
a
it decides to
super
come
tight
down,
stop
it's
on
going to
that.
do it pretty quickly.
Woo-wee. All right, hot or not? One of the best stocks in the database, not hot.
Not hot.
It's breaking down through this level of support, which was I don't know. Anyway, it's breaking down through this level of support. I'm going to say that's not. Even though the MPI saying you still got a little bit until this goes below, I'm going to say not. Nobody's typing in the room but me and Ryan, right? Yeah. So it's just about it's me and Ryan show right now. Y'all need to type something in the doggone room, hot or not. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to play the Jeopardy song.
The Jeopardy song. I will say it is flirting with that support zone right now.
Right here?
So, if you're in it, I'd give it maybe a couple extra dollars to the downside.
Okay.
But if not much more than that.
All right, now I see the people. Man, y'all, I don't know why y'all make me get all warm. Energy says, Energy, did you give me C Electric? I was wondering if you gave, most times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, you gave me C Electric. All right. Next one. I know there's a lot. It is a little bit of lag, Linda. There's a little bit of lag. I'm going to call that not. I got a little bit of sideways move right now.
It looks like we got a doji today.
A little spinning top?
Yeah.
I'm going to call that not.
No, I'm going to go not.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. I know there's a delay. Ooh.
I'm going to go hot.
I'm going to go, that's volatile. That's all over the place.
But if you look at that RT, the trend just got in our favor.
I'm still going to call it not. I'm calling that not. No. There it is. Hot Celsius in a base. You call it hot, John? NPI says it's hot. No. I got trigger, no trend. I got trigger, no trend. Is that a good level of resistance that it broke
would
through?
Be my stop on it.
All right. So Ryan would put a stop at 54.21. Go out a little further on the charts. Why? 6 months. Still,
it's breaking out of that channel that it's been in for the past few weeks.
Not only that.
Yeah.
Yep. Could be early. I got a trigger on the MPI, but no trend. Trigger, no trend. RT1, look at it. RT is at 1.08. I'm still calling it not. How about that? Cash me outside.
Linda said, just wait for it, love.
I did buy 50 shares of Intel yesterday. My son is loving it. And I listened to him. I got 50 shares of it.
My cousin, who put me on AMD a couple years ago, said don't sleep on Intel. He's put a lot of money into it over the last couple months.
And I can see this. I'm going to call this hot.
I go hot.
All right. Next one. SoFi. I'm going to call that hot too.
Hot.
Broke through a downtrend. I got trigger and trend. I got 6 months. I got a level of a high of 1170. It's not a lot, but if it takes out that, I think, Intel is located in the USA. Drew, you watch Ryan's video. He's going to talk about that tonight.
Oh, yeah. I talk about.
Don't tell him everything you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I do
not tell you which stock to buy.
Okay.
I do not give any recommendations. I give history and I give how they're partnering and just everything going on in the world with them. So it's only like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So it's a great brief history of breaking down some of the top. Did you say
6 minutes?
No, 6 to 7 minutes.
I thought you said sex minutes. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? This is a PG channel.
Yes. Them investing in Israel bill is actually mentioned in that video.
$25 billion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Intel's building fabs across 3 continents right now. Y'all
need to watch Ryan's video tonight. This was hot, not hot. This has got some good upside to this level of 70.43. JC,
I like that. That's hot.
I'm gonna call that hot. I'm gonna call that hot. Does Ryan know you prefer being with his character? Oh my gosh, really, Mike? Oh, all right. So story was last week, Ryan. Story was you weren't here, so we had your caricature. It was a nice.
Oh, like that little character, the cartoon guy.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that looks better than Ryan, and everybody got on my case for saying that, including Joey. Joey was
thanks,
like,
guys.
"Wow, Glenn, that was." I was like, I was just being truthful. It looked better than you did.
Someone's got to defend me while I'm not here.
It looked better than you did. So that's the reason why I said it. Wow, Mike, just trying to bring up stuff. Throw me under the bus. Way to go. Way to go, Mike. Way to go, buddy. All right, next one. Orchard Island. I'm going to call that hot.
Hot, yeah.
Calling that hot.
Still an uptrend.
I got trigger and trend. Nice move. Coming off of this, I like this one. I called you a cutie in real life and cartoons. Janice did that. Glenn seemed jealous. Oh, yeah.
Did you see AI Glenn? Joey can show that. I don't know, but I did like the Grinch Glenn.
The Grinch Glenn on the video this weekend was good.
We'll call him the Glinch.
That was Joey's idea. That was
awesome.
That was all Joey. Joey's smart, not very, but Joey's smart from time to time. Ryan looked a little stiff in that picture. All right. Let's go to the next one. Hot or not? Man.
Hot.
That's hot.
I like it.
That was hot.
Sector technology. Interesting. But yeah, imagine with the rumor of interest rate declines, it's only going to help technology.
It's going to.
Because most technology stocks are considered growth stocks,
Joey keeps the trains running on time. What trains? What trains? And what train? Why you pinned it? What trains are you running?
This whole thing, this whole situation.
It's not a train.
It's a train wreck.
You know something? You could just leave. Leave. I got this.
Yeah, right.
I got this.
Sure.
You could just. I got this.
I bet you do.
I will close the door and lock your ankles out.
Yeah.
Well, mess with me.
You would know what to do.
I would not know what to do, but Ryan would, and he would do something. Because I'm
Bill Burger says, "Glinch it is."
I'm technologically challenged.
I love it.
All right. I'm technologically challenged.
Janice says, see, you don't even know the trains, Glenn.
This is no trains. I'm not on the train. All right.
It doesn't matter if the train is on time if it's on the wrong track.
All right. You know like something? That, Mark. I'm not saying another damn thing for the day. You call it. Whoa. You call it. Okay. Hot or not? I'm not saying nothing.
Hot.
Okay.
Every little kid I know plays Roblox. I wouldn't bet against it.
Oh my gosh. My 5-year-old grandson is on it. Guess what my 5-year-old grandson got for Christmas?
I don't know how much Roblox is worth right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got consumed by one of the larger gaming companies out there.
Oof, that would be huge.
Like if Microsoft bought it, I wouldn't be surprised.
So did you not hear my question? I said, do you know what my 5-year-old grandson got for Christmas?
Roblox gift card?
An iPad. And he plays Roblox on his iPad. Sigh.
Those Roblox gift cards are so popular. They're everywhere. The dollar store, the gas station, Harris Teeter.
All right. Next one. Hot or not? Oh, that's fading the gap.
But it looks like it trying to get out of that fade.
Well, it is.
I'm going to go hot on this. I'm going to trust the NPI. They're still in our favor. But again, I would like a trailing stop with this position. A lot of momentum.
I would use a trailing stop or a hard line in the sand. I like this line at 1265. The wick today stopped right there.
Yeah, if it works out, lose 20
Corey
cents.
Said, I got here a little late. Did I miss anything? Corey.
Oh, you missed a lot.
You missed everything.
There was a lot going on today.
Corey, you missed everything. Okay. Glenn gave out 60-inch TVs. Dang! Corey's going to be like, oh, man! Corey's going to... Now you just made Corey mad. Corey's going to be like, what? All right, next stock. Ooh, no, not. I don't know what they have in their pipeline either, but I'm going to call this not.
I'm going to go not right now. There's not much there. We still got that downward trend line, it looks like.
Oh, look at that. We had a wedge and we broke to the bottom part of the wedge.
And look, even retested the top of that wedge and retraced from it.
I'm going to call that not.
Yeah, I'm going to go not.
I'm going to call not. Corey's crying because he missed his 60-inch TV. All right. Next one. Same thing. I'm going to call this not.
Not.
Interesting. Look at that. It broke through the downtrend. It's coming back down to test it.
Look, yeah, I'd look at that retest. If you see some buying pressure at that retest, might be a good setup for a swing trade to the upside. But if I don't see any buying pressure there, I
got no trend and I'm about to lose trigger. All right. Next one. This is another stock that's been around for a long time that should be much better than what it is. Oracle's been around forever. They're trading. I'm going to call this not.
I'd imagine that most recent gap down is from its earnings.
I wonder if there's no splits. Earnings, both of them. Both of them are big hits in earnings.
So I'm going to say not, because clearly investors aren't enthused with both earnings the past 2 quarters.
Corey says, is Glenn the new Oprah of YouTube? You get a TV, you get a TV. Everybody got a TV but Corey. Sorry, Corey. Everybody look under your mouse. You got a TV. All right. Oracle was earnings. Yeah, Bill, twice they got hit. I'm not feeling that. Next one, ew. No.
No, I don't see it.
I don't see it either. That's not. I'm going to call that a not. I do have a trigger, but I'm not.
We just don't have much momentum when it comes to petroleum right now. Oil prices.
Because it's manipulated. Look at me. Look at me. It's manipulated. Okay. Next stock. Ooh. Now, just because India is moving doesn't mean that all the Indian stocks are good stocks. What I don't like about this is it's gappy. This
probably is low volume.
This is way volume. It's got 2 million.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty fair volume.
It's got some volume. It does have some volume. I just don't like gappy stocks.
And does that mean like the Indian market itself is pretty gappy? I guess
it's India, sort of like playing Japan it's India. It is up. It's it's on a 6-month high. I just don't like gappy stocks. But if you want to play India as a country, this is a way to do so. All right. Glenn, does your mouse have a tail? Yep. It's not wireless. It's got a tail. You got a wireless mouse, Ryan?
I do at home.
Oh. CC, no. This is probably news driven on something, but no, not hot. Glenn, can you give us the best stock you can buy now? Something probably crypto-ish. That's probably the best thing right now.
Yeah, I would say crypto-ish.
Best thing right now. So
crypto or some semis. Even no, what the top 5 RT industries, bio ETFs has been in the top 5 for quite some time now.
Let's go do that real quick. Delta Searches Industries. Let's go by RT. You said RT?
Yeah.
Well, let's go look at it by RT. If I'm going to look at something Akshaya, petroleum, crypto's up 63%. Petroleum is up 83%. Last 2 trading weeks. Retail.
Well, it's RT is up.
That's by RT. Let's go do it by price.
It's good to see. I see 3 petroleum companies there.
1, 2. Where the flying flip do you see?
At the bottom, petroleum drilling.
Oh, right here.
Half cut off. Oh, look, and scroll right below that. There's more petroleum. Yeah, another petroleum. So petroleum, you can see they're making moves right now over the last 10 days.
So that's by momentum. Let's do it by price. Crypto. So Akshaya, those are the first words out of my mouth is cryptos. Cryptos is probably the hottest thing right now. Hottest thing right now. And again, notice that you're in a couple of banking stocks, but banking does not show up in VectorVest as a hot industry. You lucked out. I've said that more than one time, Akshaya. You lucked out. That industry is not moving. That whole industry ain't moving. And you keep saying, hey, banks. No, banks ain't moving. All right, that's all I got to say about that. Mama said banks are like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. Except for if they're regional banks, they're all going to go belly up. But then I might go buy Apple. You don't know how that's going to happen as well. But then, after that, we're going to see Jenny. Jenny said, run, Forrest, run. And he did, and that was that. All right. I still think anything crypto-related is kind of good. Joey's mad.
Bobby, if in Utah, crypto is scary. If you want to mitigate risk, get into the big boys. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. There's thousands of cryptos out there. You can resort them by market cap, see which ones are the biggest ones. But I'd start with those.
Look at Ryan giving some sage advice like he's smart. This has got to come from Energy because nobody else would give me this stock but Energy. It would either be this or VMAR. All right, it's either going to be this or VMAR.
The trigger we just got, the trend we could be getting close to receiving.
Every time it goes up, it goes down a little bit more, down a little bit more. I don't know.
Well, what happened the last time that blue line got above the red shaded area? So we scroll back.
It ran.
We had a nice little run there.
It did.
So we might be able to get a setup, if we get that trend again. Right now, I'm going to say not.
You know what this looks like? UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. It's ugly. That is ugly.
Ugly.
Okay. Buy crypto, put in a wallet, then the wallet gets cleaned out. No thanks, won't play crypto. And there's a lot of you out there that won't play crypto, and that's fine. Oh
yeah, I don't do wallets. They're very complicated. There's a lot of gas fees.
Oh, okay.
That's why Coinbase and Robinhood are so popular.
I'm not a big fan. Everybody knows I'm not a big fan of crypto, but it's moving. Ryan,
Bill says, thanks on Solana. Yeah, I like Solana. Actually, I own a little bit of Solana. Bill, I've owned it for quite some time now, so I'm glad you're in it.
Here we go.
Just don't be scared to take profits from these cryptos.
Who gave me Mullen? That's a 6-month graph. Who own it? Who gave me Mullen? Type it in the room. OMG. Who gave me Mullen?
There ain't nothing about it. Nothing good.
Who gave me Mullen?
They just did a stock split a couple days ago.
It doesn't even matter. Who gave me Mullen? Somebody own it. The room got quiet, didn't it? Wow. It wasn't here. I wasn't here. Can't blame me.
I wasn't here. You can't blame me.
Mullen flatline deal. Who? Notice nobody's going to tell me. Jazz is pointing Amir out. That's messed up. That's messed up. Jazz just pointed out Amir. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Hey, you see what Bill says? Joey gave you Mullen.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Jazz, that was hilarious. Jazz said Amir, and I don't even know if Amir is here. But that was.
Mike.
Mike says it was him. Mike, one, I'm going to give you kudos for owning it. Now, I'm going to say,
some real diamond hands for that one.
What the heck are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? Goodness gracious. All right. I think we got one more. That's it. BRCC. I'm going to call it not. It lost trigger and trend. It lost trigger and trend.
If we had some follow through today off of yesterday's green candlestick, I probably would have gave it a hot, but right now, no.
All right. We're
getting nuts.
That's it. Jazz had the comment of the day. Went right after Amir. Which was amazing. Was like, Amir? ? That was the comment of the day, Jazz. Thank you for that. All right, we got to go. We got to start coming up with, we might have to send Jazz a cup. We got to start coming up with comments of the day. Somebody's going to have to make.
I like that. The comment of the day.
We're going to have to start coming out with a comment of the day. Are you guys headed to the 4:30 Duke's Mayo Bowl? No.
No.
Well, your boys are
We're at work.
Joey's a Carolina fan.
I would love to go.
Joey says they're going to lose to West Virginia.
Just bought a small position in Mar. Like I said, ride this momentum with crypto, but do not be afraid to protect some profits.
Especially if you get up real quick, 15, 20%, take that.
And if you're new to crypto, just look historically how these react. They're very volatile.
Brenda, you didn't like today? Oh.
No liked today.
I don't know what that meant.
Speaking of that, give us some likes while you're here. Add to that YouTube algorithm so that way other people can make some money.
Amir is here. Hey, Amir, Jazz threw you under the bus. I'm just trying to tell you. Joey told me to tell you that. Jazz threw you under the bus, Amir. Okay.
Bill sold some crypto calls today. Bill, that might work out well for you. I mean, they need a healthy pullback. All the technicals are way overbought right now.
All right. Jazz is laughing because that was funny. Jazz threw him way under the bus. All right. No, Amir was already here, Corey. You missed out on your TV. You're the only one that didn't get the 60-inch TV. You're the only one. All right, we got to go. Real quick, again, in regards to Tampa, we still have room for people to go live. Go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. All right, if you want to sign up to see us live. If you can't, you want to go, we got the free online, www.vectorvest.com/stream. All right, I think we got a lot of people signed up online. A whole lot.
I will tell you this. If you do not have a subscription to VectorVest, if you're not a customer of VectorVest, the Tampa event, typically speaking, at least from past events, is usually the cheapest time of the year to buy an annual subscription to VectorVest. So if you want to, save some money, but take the step in the right direction, this may be a good time. And the event is free. View it on live stream. It's free, guys and gals.
Unfortunately, this year, Mark, he is not going, but
no, I got to hold down the fort and do videos here.
Well, somebody's got to do it, right? I am going to do Trending Thursday from Tampa. I will do that. I'll be seeing Jazz in Tampa. Amir, I won't go there. Oh, gosh, Jazz said nope.
I'll be seeing Jazz.
She says nope. That's not happening.
I'm in Vancouver.
That's not that far. All right. I agree with you, Eton. All right. Hey, since you weren't here last week, sign off this week.
Yes. All right. This is actually going to be the last sign off for the year. Now, as you all know, I just started a couple months ago in this position. I really just hope, over the last few months, I was able to give you some good insight. You got some good winners here, not just from me, but Glenn as well. That's what we're here for, just to point you in the right direction. Next year, we've all talked about it, a lot of crazy things going on in the world. So stay tuned so that way we can keep you making money. Other than that, everyone have a safe and happy New Year's Eve weekend.
And before we go, I want to personally say you've been a great addition to the team. All right.
Thank you, Glenn.
That's huge. You've been a great addition to the team.
All right, Mark. Now you can go to timeout.
Now you can go to timeout.
He said, "Me, you're okay, Ryan."
All right. Later, folks. See you.
Hey, you guys.